This is Mr. and what I have for you today is my upgrade report on TH11 journey day 130. 130 days. I think we would technically call that roughly 4 months. Okay, let's change the base so we can see how the progress is actually going. See, I've done a little wall piece and so on. Anyway, let's just change the base to the upgrade base and see what's going on. A little bit of a hold up then, edit layout. Okay, so okay, yeah. So we've got this little thing down the bottom that I can't actually get rid of at the moment because I don't have. Let's just put that over there. I think we can possibly squeeze that in. So both of those can go there. So normally they'd be sitting there with the Queen, but they're both over here this time. Okay, so let's have a look. How are we going? Righty. Have a look at the bottom. As we can see, I've done a barracks. One barracks is complete. 2 to go. Still got 1 air sweeper to go. And 2 mortars are done. 2 to go. Okay, so as we have a look at the rest of the base, we can see that I have 2 air defences currently on upgrade. And second, going back to the village mode. Alright, so set as active. Now, second, that was supposed to be active. Let's go back, set as active. Now we can have a look at it without the garbage on it. We can see what's actually going on with the builders and so on and so forth. Okay, let's zoom back in. Okay, so 2 mortars are upgraded. 2 are currently being upgraded and they'll be ready in 2 days and 3 hours. 2 air defences are done. 2 are currently on the way and they will be done in 4 days and 16 hours. All the whizzies are done. All of the archers are done. All the cannons are done. And when we have a look down here at the bomb towers, I think we will find that that is done. This one is ready in 5 days. So basically by the time the next update comes around, which will be roughly day 137, all of the weapons will well and truly be done. And all I will have left are traps, or in this case these bombs, these 2 barracks and 2 balloons, and that is it. So I was able to juggle the builders around so that, as you can see, both mortars got done and both air defences with the wizards all done, and still leave me some time left over because the season ends in 9 days and 3 hours. And obviously these will be ready in a couple of days, which means even if I put those onto the barracks, it's a 6-day, 9-hour upgrade, but we've got 9 days left, so that'll give me roughly 2 barracks can be done before the season ends, roughly speaking. And with the other 2 builders here, I can those probably on this little bomb 3 days plus the 7, or I could even put them on these 4 days. So that will take me almost to the 9-day season start, and this builder with 5 days, he can go on something else as well. So by the time the season ends, I'll essentially have these 2 barracks done. I'll probably have a couple of big bombs done. Maybe I'll even have both of these red balloons upgraded, which will just leave these little bombs and 3 of the big bombs to be finalised at the start of the next season. Heroes upgrade has all done. Oh, I've got this air sweeper to go. Oh, I forgot about that one. Okay, so throwing that one into the mix. You know what? I'll just throw the bomb tower builder onto the sweeper. I think that's probably the easiest thing to do. Or maybe one of these air defences onto the sweeper. What was the upgrade for this one? It was 6 days, yep. So the 2 mortar builders will go onto my 2 barracks. One update, one air defense will go on the sweeper, and the other will go on a bomb, and bomb tower will also go on a bomb. And that's it. That way, both barracks and all weapons will be done before the season ends. They'll all be fully maxed because that's going to level 10. They're already at level 10. Now, okay, let's have a look in the lab. What's the lab doing? Right. So obviously all the elixir troops are done. So at the moment I'm just using elixir for walls every time I get some. And I've got 1 spell left. Now I was keeping this spell. I was thinking about upgrading it, but I thought I'm going to keep this up my sleeve in case the upcoming clan games has a spell finisher. Simply because that's going to save me 7 days at least, and possibly 9 days, depending on how long it actually takes without the lab boost. And that then leaves just these 3 troops. So I don't think I've got an instant troop upgrade. Let's just check my magic items. I've got a crown that I don't need. And okay, so I don't really think I'm going to, if I get the potion, the instant potion thing for the lab, that's why I'll save that. So that'll save me a few days in the lab there. Going back to what's left in the lab is Witch, Hog, and Valkyrie. So what I will be doing once the Golem comes free is I'll do the Witch because she's the most expensive, and which means she's the biggest saver of Dark Elixir and saver of time with the current boost. Yes, that will take me over to the next season and I'll have some loot. But I mean, here's the interesting thing. We have a look at how much I've been able to raid of Dark Elixir this season. It's only 95,000 because most of this season I have been sitting here full Dark Elixir just waiting things to put it on. And so I'm doing all this raiding for the gold, which I've been raiding the golden elixir, doing walls and things like that. And my Dark Elixir that I've been raiding has just been going to waste. So I've had that nearly full for just about the whole time this golem's been upgrading. And you can just see that the last attack I did was 2 days ago. And I've still got, like, just raiding for gold and elixir. I don't really care. All this Dark Elixir, I don't care about. So I haven't been going for Dark Elixir. I've just been going for gold and elixir during these raids. The dark has been meaningless because I've been full. Like even this one here, I got 5,000 Dark Elixir, but 5,800. But my Dark Elixir was already full, so it all just went to waste, unfortunately. So you can see I've mainly been raiding for gold and elixir just to keep the builders happy to get these things done. And yeah, I've got, let's have a look, anything else to collect in the rewards? Nothing to collect in the rewards. I've got some Dark Elixir to collect, training potions, Dark Elixir, the Power Potion and Hero Potions, they'll all get cashed in. Gems, because I don't use them. My heroes are already maxed and my troops are all considered them maxed anyway, and I've got the magic items in my town hall, they're full, so they're kind of meaningless to me. They're worth gems to me at the moment. That's about all I'm doing. And with the gems, I'm usually just doing the instant troop donation, 1 gem each troop. So that's all I'm spending my gems on is troop donations at the moment. So there we go. By the end of this season, I will have everything upgraded as far as the weapons go. So that'll be within 137 days, or the season I said, so that'll be 139 days roughly speaking. All of my weapons will be maxed and I'll only have a couple of things to go in the lab, and I would have had some of that lab time would have been greatly reduced on the previous clan games. We've been actually able to achieve the full amount and get the instant upgrade thing from the last tier of the clan games, but like I said, in that particular video we fell short by only 140, which was a little bit disappointing, but there we go. After 130 days, this is the progress of the base. Now, as you can see, here's how the walls are quite random up here. But when we swap back to my normal village, you can see that they're not really that random at all. I started down the bottom, I've just gone up each side, and of course I have a couple little here. What I figure is I might just, now that I've gone up to the corner on each side, I'll just do the middle, then I'll carry across the top, and then I'll fill in the other little bits. But I will keep on doing those walls using the gold pass, even though I won't need to. I'll keep on doing it simply to try and speed the process up as much as I can, in as much as reducing the cost of the walls as well. Now, another thing that I noticed is I'm not getting any trash at all. I'm getting some special objects. So I think I've got too many special objects around my base, and it looks a little bit messy with special objects, but I think I might have to harvest some of those for the next update video, so I can keep spawning some trash, some plants and trunks and trees and mushrooms and flower patches and things like that, just so I can harvest them every so often and roughly collect my 40 odd gems a week from harvesting those, because that's roughly what it works out to be. 41 gems a week, I think it works out to be, what I calculated in the way back then. Anyway, that's all I've got for this video, and all that's left to say is thanks for watching.